fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready, blue lady. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the back. Watch the back. 54 on it. Check.
Play action now. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I got him. Green, triple team. I don't think you got it, son.
On play action, Winston. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Easy. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Play fake. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Squeeze, double. Under 10. 10. Recon, 132 fighter.
They begin with Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
90, Wolf. You draw Porter.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Get ready. Black 25. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Easy, easy, easy. I got you. Right here, guys. Fight.
Now a handoff working right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Give me that ball. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
218, jump. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down, Tennessee. Look at me, zipper. 94 is the mark. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 5.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, high 7. Check Mike 54. 80 weapons.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get him! Get him! Get him! 22-jet bomber! 22-jet bomber! Hey, echo! Shoot!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left.
Going nowhere.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. First down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, If he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Easy, easy, easy. 51. You must be, easy. Hey, 51 to Mike. Easy. Hey, defense, let's go.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yo, cheetah. Ready?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. All day, just like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Stay with your man. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. Nifty move.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake. Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brett Kern now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Go to 70, Indy. Let's get it together, defense. Go, go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 2.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
You can't stop it.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ready? Black 22. Crunch time, defense. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Trump. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They're going to try and throw. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check, 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 check. There.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the glass. Watch the glass. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Be tripping.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Henry running right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. From a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was brought down by Levante David. A game of 9 brings up.
Set, ready, 70, Indy. Protein spell.
On 3rd down, it's Henry, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. And the Titans' first down.
On the double. 61, matchbox right. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike 5-4.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running from the shotgun with Dre. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Wasn't the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Zoo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let go.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone travel. Hey, wahoo! Check, check, check. Ready, ready.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
On the set. Mike by 4. Mike's by 4. I know he ain't got it. Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He'll get the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be third and 13. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that it might not be done. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, orbit.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bravo.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And into the end end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
54, check, watch 54, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Wait. 54.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
54, easy. Watch 54. Coming to you. Right there, 54. Right.
First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that will write a finish to this ball game.